Hi friends, this is Steel Fairy back with another Steven Universe vlog. I know it's been a while, and I'm sorry for that. I've been focusing more on my writing and editing jobs and stuff recently, and I haven't really been recording for YouTube a lot. I'm going to try to upload more often though. So anyway, this episode of Steven Universe was all about arcade games and stuff. Not like ones that exist in our world, though. That would be really cool if it was. It would kind of be like a Wreck-It Ralph kind of thing, but no, it was just some made-up games. However, one did look really cool, so we will talk about that. Anyway, the title of this episode is Arcade Mania. And this episode I really enjoyed because it focused on Garnet, which if you guys have been watching all of my previous vlogs, you will know that Garnet is my favorite out of the main characters so far. So yeah, I really liked this one because it focused more on her. At the beginning of the episode, it kind of highlighted that the episode was going to be about her right away because she was a total badass with this fight against some kind of like octopus tentacle monster thing, and basically it attacked with its tentacles and she like deflected all the attacks and it was like wham with like this kind of mace extension to her arm. I'm not really sure what it was, but whatever it was, it definitely did the damage against that thing. So she took it down and it released a bunch of like baby tentacle monster things, whatever it was. So anyway, after that, Steven's really happy and he decides that he wants to go to the arcade to celebrate, and he introduces all of the crystal gems to different arcade games based on like what he thinks that they'll like. Pearl did not enjoy herself at all. The game was basically telling her that she sucks. Amethyst was cheating at skee-ball, which is to be expected. And Garnet was breaking all of the games that involved violence. Now, I really liked that scene in the arcade because I feel that it really showed off like their different personalities and how they interact with everyday human objects, I suppose, because it showed how differently they handle being in that arcade environment. So anyway, Steven gets like really concerned because Garnet's breaking these games, so he shows her a game that doesn't involve any violence, and it's a rhythm game, and she's really good at it. So they leave because Steven's afraid that he's going to get in trouble, so he's just like, okay, Garnet, we'll meet you back at the house later. But she never comes home. And basically, I think it's very realistic that Garnet was kind of like entranced by this rhythm game, because sometimes when you really get into a rhythm game, you kind of just like stay there for like an hour and don't realize how much time is going by. I'm not very good at rhythm games like DDR or anything like that, but I don't know if you guys have ever seen the 90s toy Bop It, but I was really good at that game. Like, really good. So yeah, I can kind of relate to being kind of entranced by a rhythm game. You just, even if you mess up, you keep like retrying and retrying, and you're there for like hours and you don't realize it. So anyway, basically the little baby tentacle monsters start attacking the city or town or wherever they live, and they're like, oh, we need Garnet, and Steven figures out that she's still at the arcade, so he goes to get her, and she's still playing the game. And basically, it's revealed that Garnet has like a third eye, which is really weird. Um, I'm not sure if it's going to have like a story purpose later on, but for this particular episode, her third eye was the reason why she was doing so well in the game, and she basically had the high score and everything because the third eye would follow um, the movements on the screen while she was doing them. Which I think the animation of Garnet like moving the meat sticks around was really hilarious. It was very quick and snappy, and it just looked really funny to see her like kind of dancing around, considering she's such a badass. So I really liked that, and of course, Steven thought that the way to save her was to beat her in the game, and he sucked, and she was amazing. So he eventually ended up breaking the game like she had been breaking the other games. So it kind of comes full circle, and the owner of the arcade gets really pissed off at Steven because he caught him breaking the game, and he thought that Steven was the one who broke the games that Garnet broke, which was pretty funny. So Steven had to like clean up the store while Garnet, having now not being hypnotized anymore by the game, is out fighting with Pearl and Amethyst. So yeah, I'm not sure if they wanted to convey this or not, but it felt like in this episode it kind of showed that Pearl and Amethyst are kind of weak without Garnet. Now, I'm sure they're going for more of like a strength as a unit kind of thing, but it just seems like without Garnet they're kind of useless. But I'm sure that's not the message they were going for. It just came across that way in this particular episode because while she was busy, Pearl and Amethyst could do like nothing against these things. I think they should have shown those two taking out a few of the baby tentacle monsters so that you can see they still have power without her. It's just that she helps a lot because she's more powerful than them, which is why she's the leader. And they actually did say in this episode that Garnet is the leader of that little group, so they've established that. But yeah, if I could make one change to the episode, it would probably be that. Just show that they are capable without her, even though, you know, they need her. So yeah, but overall, I really enjoyed this one. I just had that one little nitpick. So that's good. Better than, you know, disliking a lot of stuff. Again, I really thought the humor of this episode was really good, especially in the animation department. It was done very well. And I thought it was written nicely, although I could be a little biased because I love Garnet. So, yeah, I'm excited to see the next one. And until next time, bye!